Banks looks tired. Sudden explosion. Here comes Adamek. Body shots. Banks in serious shape. Eddie Cotton looking in. Suddenly it's over. Oh, look at poor Banks in the corner. Didn't know what hit him. We didn't take those shots, we could tell you. It was Tomasz Adamek. He softened up Banks with the body shots starting in the 6th round. Took over the fight in the second half. Patience the key. Oh, Banks on his feet. He was just neutral corner in sad shape. But Steve, he went down, like I like to say, in flames. He didn't run all night.
I'm not going to criticize Eddie Cotton for not stopping the fight after the knockdown. But as Banks got up and he waved the fighters together, there was not a doubt in my mind that he was going down again and going down hard.
Absolutely. I agree. Oh, the crowd sure got what they wanted. So did Tomasz Adamek, to prove that 78 days after winning a hard-bitten, grueling, draining title fight could come back and close it out inside the distance here on Showbox, here in virtually his hometown, Newark, New Jersey. Tomasz Adamek. I thought he was stung even earlier in the round, it seemed.
The way he fights, you felt that even though Banks was landing effectively the first 2 or 3 rounds, it didn't bother Adamek at all. He's so confident in his style. I was a little critical that he didn't accelerate a little faster. Turns out he knew exactly what he was doing. He didn't have to. Once he took control of the fight was basically over.
Steve, the granite chin, the fact that he could take shots, that he just never gets out of his game plan that way. He doesn't get completely rattled. And just that mental toughness again, not to lose a round and come back and move on to the next one. That's mental toughness to me. So Adamek wanted to set up that right hand, he said.
But it was Banks, Nick. It was Banks with the big right hand. And Adamek, we talk about his chin. You could see that this gave Banks hope for the first time in about 3 rounds. Look at the right hand flush. I mean, you can't hit a guy harder. And I do think Banks hits harder than Cunningham, who landed so many right hands against Adamek. But in the same round, the right hand, that was it. The fight was over from that one right hand. It's basically a one-punch knockout. Banks gets up, but he's done. Once again, beautiful right. You know what? Our first fight was short. One guy took the right hand. The other guy delivered it back. That was the difference in the fight. You could say the same thing here. When Banks landed his big right hand, Adamek took it flush. Didn't get rattled. But when Adamek landed the big right hand, you could see what happened to Banks. And look at him here. He's lifeless. His hands are low. Now he picks it up. Adamek, a veteran move, went first to the body there to finish the fight, and then to the head.
He was defenseless. The right move by Eddie Cotton.
Wow, you want to see a beaten fighter. Watch the way Banks goes down here. His eyes had that far away look. You can even tell from a shot that far.
I'll tell you, academic, but going into that 8th and fateful round, all 3 judges had Adamek winning, 2 of them by a point, 1 by 3 points. So it is very official here with an exclamation point as Tomasz Adamek makes the first defense of his IBF Cruiserweight title. Oh, explosive. To Joe Antonacci.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time, 1 minute and 30 seconds of round